Good morning, YouTubers. I'm sorry if I sound a bit congested. I got a cold and my nose is totally blocked, so I tried to make this video already 3 times and every time I stopped talking properly. So let's hope this one is the right one. It goes along with a series of videos I made about flukes and treatments. And my fluke infestation is so heavy that I resorted to the big guns now. The only treatment that's gonna work fast enough, pretty much instantly, and it's an overall dewormer, internal, external, whatever they have. It's gonna paralyze it and then it's just gonna fall off of them, or they're gonna excrete it. So this treatment is called, I hope it zooms properly, LEVAMISOLE hydrochloride, and this is mostly a veterinary grade dewormer, mostly used for pigs and like farm animals. So it's very potent, and you cannot just use it like this, like throw it in the tank and good luck. This is really not the type of treatment you mess around, because you'll see instantly like things if they're iffy. So I'm sorry, I'm just getting my little notepad. This treatment is for freshwater and saltwater and reef. If you have corals and things like that, you can use it. If you have like parasites on your corals, or your fish in a reef tank have contracted something, you can use it. But the dosages are really different for freshwater and saltwater, because in saltwater it seems to be like 30 times more potent. So be very careful. I got here some notes. So for freshwater, okay, it's 0.5 grams for 10 gallons. So if this is 100 gallon we have here, you will use 5 grams. So in salt water, it's a little different. As you can see, the same 5 grams will treat 3 times the gallonage, so 300 gallon. So yes, it's usable for reef, but you must remove all of your inverts. Okay, all the inverts will start falling dead on their back pretty much the moment you put it in, okay? So you cannot mess around with LEVAMISOLE. It's extremely strong. And just since this fish is here, flukes only come out when they start dying. Look on him. That I applied yesterday. The breeding is, you practically don't see them breed heavy anymore. You see the flukes coming out. Look at this guy. This guy was my worst off because he's one of the new guys. His breeding, his gills were like totally on the sides. Now it's fast, but it's more controlled. And you see on his head, the flukes are starting to come out. Like, flukes are tiny little worms that only come out when they're uncomfortable on their host. Now, another example is their eyes. All of their eyes were white as snow. And now it's much better and no heavy breeding. So this is a really potent treatment. If you don't have that much of it in a freshwater tank, I suggest adding 1 cup of salt per 100 gallon, and you'll have a bit more of that dosage. But I think I paid for my let me see. This is a how many grams is this total? I don't know. I think this is 60 grams or so. And I bought it on eBay. So check on eBay. No, it's 100 grams. There you go. It's 100 grams, and check on eBay. That's where they sell it, because it's supposed to be like a veterinary grade dewormer for other animals. But eBay seems to have this version for fish. So check it on eBay, the pricing and stuff. And the thing is, it looks like a very small quantity, but as you know, just 0.5 grams is equal to 10 gallon. And in salt water, well, this is like an infinite. You can like treat a pond of salt water with this thing. So, oh, since you turn around, you can see more flukes that came out. See, I'm just showing you like exactly what you're looking for when you're looking for flukes. But the thing is, they only come out once they start dying and be uncomfortable. So this poor little fish is covered in flukes, which technically you wouldn't see. So now for the dosage and how often you do it. For a mild to moderate case, you would do it week 1. You would remove carbon. That's in fresh water, by the way. Week 1, remove carbon, and So yeah, you remove carbon and you stop feeding them for the 3 days that you're doing, because this will only be potent 3 days and the fish have zero appetite. They'll be very, very calm, okay? Don't mistake that for lethargic. They're actually healing from the inside. So you leave it in 3 days. You don't need to change temperatures. You have to increase a little bit aeration, but as you can see, I don't have crazy aeration at the moment. I even like turned off my air pump because I needed like some peace and quiet for the video, and they're still breeding normal. So, and after 3 days, in a moderate to mild infestation, you will siphon the gravel, 30 to 50% water change, and then you'll add the carbon. Then you redo it in 3 weeks. If ever the parasite left any eggs that were unsuctioned and they hatched, and just to prevent the life cycle from repeating. So you repeat this whole thing another 3 days with the same dosage, and you don't feed them again. And there you go. For a very heavy infestation, you do that bi-weekly for like a month and a half or something. About that, like 2 weeks, yeah, a month and a half exactly. In salt water, it's different. Salt water is much more sensitive. So week 1, remove the carbon. If you have a skimmer, you stop the skimmer. If you have inverts, take all your sweet time and remove all your inverts because they will fall down dead, okay? Then you have to babysit your tank, okay? To make sure the fish aren't like going crazy, because this is very potent in salt water. I can't like stress you enough because I've seen like crazy stuff happen in salt water. So you leave it in from 3 hours to 1 day, but that will depend on how your fish react, okay? As long as they can tolerate, as long as your corals aren't like starting to disintegrate, you leave it in, okay? Then you do a large water change, add carbon, put back the skimmer, and add the inverts only 1 day after, okay? Once you're sure that the carbon and the skimmer have removed everything, okay? And then in 3 weeks, you redo it. In salt water, it's a little like harder to do everything, but you have to. So in salt water, we redo it 3 weeks later, and everything should be peachy. So this is the treatment when everything else fails, and it will work because the proof is in the pudding. I see it right here. So if potassium permanganate didn't work, if Prazipro, Praziquantel, Acrylflavine, formalin, if all these things have not worked, just have safely and preventively some LEVAMISOLE, okay, at home. Have it in all times. I use it to quarantine fish and preventively deworm them for all of my clients. So have a quarantine tank in which you use it often. Don't have any inverts in there, duh. So and honestly, just do a preventive treatment of 3 days on all new fish before you put them in main tank. That's what I do for everyone. And I should have started with that because I seen this infestation was heavy, and you know, this is my bad, but I learned the hard way that even on Flukes, it works instantly. Like normally they say it's a dewormer, like you think it's more internal stuff, but it's instant on everything ectoparasite also. So I hope this helps you. It surely did help me, and I'm super relieved that my fish are finally acting normal. Oh my god, like it was like a disaster and I was stressing so much, but finally I can have a peaceful weekend and take care of my sniffles. So thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video and to like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.